Hello and welcome to another episode Experience Love Again after divorce. We are still in our promo time and we are getting so excited and so charged up for our next week because that's where the all fun kicks in. And look at these beautiful faces. Look at these amazing experts. Each one of them is a real treasure. So I would love all of you to meet and greet and just get to know them better because the panel is amazing and it's something for everybody who is going to tune in. So we encourage you to join this beautiful event and discover something for yourself. And I'll start from Dina. Dina, hello, hello. Tell a little bit about yourself and what you're doing in this world.
Hi, Irina. Thank you for this space again. My name is Dina, and I am currently in Aruba, and it's a small island. Usually, on some maps, you cannot even see a dot. So, but I love it. We here on the island, we are a Dutch island, so it is a tourist island. So we speak four languages, the majority of the people that lives here. So I coach in four languages: Spanish, English, Dutch, and Papiamento, our native language. I am a personal coach, a relationship coach, and a sex coach. And I marry spirituality with sex. That's for me very
Love it.
important. Yes. That
Mhm.
is what I do.
That's awesome. Thank you. Woo-hoo. I see Sarah. Sarah, can you please tell a little bit about yourself and what you're doing in this world?
Yes, so I am Sarah Sparks, a soul alignment coach who I help individuals heal deep emotional wounds and align their soul with their soul's true purpose. So I also created a signature process called the Healed Process, and I just empower clients to release those past traumas, healed emotions. I didn't even know I had some of the stuff that was coming up for me. I was like, man, I've done all the
Mm.
work. I've done all the energy work. I've done all the mindset work. I don't need any of this. And I'm very intuitive. I'm sure a lot of people say that. Divine had just shared with me that, hey, no, it's time to live life differently and you need to be healed. And so that's what I share now. So my mission is just to guide people towards living authentically, embracing emotional and spiritual freedom, and unlocking their full potential. So, yeah, that's me.
Hey, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. How about you, Catherine? Can you say a little bit about yourself and what you're doing in this world?
I'd love to. Thank you, Rena. Such a joy to be here with you and all the
Mm.
other wonderful coaches and experts. So, I'm Katrina Horn. I live in the south of France, and that is by design rather than accident. And that's really what I help people with. I call myself a dream life mentor because I'm convinced we could all be living our dream lives if we dared to. So that is what I help my clients do, really identify what would be their best lives. So we close the gap between their real lives and what I call their ideal lives. And when I talk about best and ideal, it doesn't mean perfect because perfection is not of this world. But we all know when we are being at our best, and we all know what we want in life, except sometimes we say, oh, I don't even know. But that is really not true. So we dig that out and then we go about getting there so that we can all live our best lives. We can all live our dream lives. Um, so that was about me.
I love it. And I love how you said we can't be perfect, but we don't even want to be perfect, right? As I always say, we are flawsome. We are awesome with all our flaws. And that's the best way to live, right? Awesome. Thank you so much, Catherine. And thanks so much for being here with us today. And Richard, hello, hello. Can you
Good.
please introduce yourself and say a couple of words about yourself?
Yes, thank you. I'm Richard Morden. I'm formerly from Ontario, Canada. Purpose and sense, we left Ontario in 2020 to move west. So we had no backup plan. And my point was not to recreate what we had. So we have been moving ever since. In 2022, we came to Mexico. everything we own was in 4 suitcases and backpack. So we went from owning a home and all the things of a car. We actually sold our car on the way to the airport. And my big point is helping people with their experience. I love working with women through divorce but especially after, to unpack their experience and help them understand of the choices they're making, which are all unconscious, of who we are attracting in life, how we're living our life. And very seldom we realize, why is this happening to me? Because it's coming from you. So when you change that story and that experience inside, you change your experience outside. And I'm all about embracing experience. What is my experience? And because everything we do is that. And in that, we always say we try and find a purpose, but I believe that's also a very mobile aspect. It's not a static thing. So when we create our experiences, purpose comes from that when we want of interest. What are you interested in? How do you ask for that? So I teach 2 things: the power of knowing, the power of asking. And that helps create our life in a sense of natural boundaries, natural sense of trust, and natural sense of growth without all the incredible dynamics around it. But it's all of it to embrace the experience of where you are, through the struggles, through the good times, and who do I become through this experience?
I love it. Thank you so much. And I know the interviews are amazing for each one of you and the rest of the experts. And let's just talk more to the people. Why is it so valuable for them to join us, Dina? Why do you think it's so valuable for everybody who is watching to join us? Oh, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I had some noises here. I had to mute.
Yes.
So I'm the first. Okay. I think I'm going to bring it home when I need, because I know a lot, when I feel like I need an expert opinion, I do search for the one that clicks. And I think if you are watching us now, and it clicks, one of us are clicking with you, you like the color that you see, you like the voice, and it clicks. So I think you should register. And that's a sign.
I love it. Look at you. I totally love it. So much fun. Awesome. Sarah, why do you think people have to tune in? What is the value that we are adding to their life by them participating in our event?
Yes, very similar answer is what came to me, is that when I'm at the cusp of change, and I was that in that space over the last year, and I was wanting to be just in the same room, and it could be a virtual room, but I wanted to be in the same energy as someone with somebody of where I was going. So if I wanted to live life easier and with ease and joy, and I was being guided by divine to live life in a different way. And so joining the value of all of us as we bring a sense of, hey, we've experienced love, we've experienced loss, and now we are living life differently. And this is how, and you can too. So I would suggest, if you want to be in that space and in that energy and have a different feel for things, that come along for the ride.
Hey, love it, love it, love it. Thank you. Katrine, how about you?
Yeah, I love both what Dina said and what Sarah said. And let me just add that I've noticed that when I doubt, I don't take any action. And that is really normal, because when we doubt, we tell ourselves, oh, I don't know. I might not do the right thing. I might do the wrong thing. And while we're in that space, we're not taking any action. And so if you join this event with all the 28 speakers, right, with everything that Irina is doing for you, you are bound to find something that will feel so good that you want to take action on it. And it really doesn't matter where you find it, but you're bound to find something if you come here looking for an answer. Like, you can ask yourself a question, come to the event, and just listen for the answer to that question. And I mean, you're bound to find it. I've got no doubt about it. And once you move out of that doubt, and once you get a clear direction, once you get your feelings going, like, oh yeah, this feels really good, this is what I want, well, then just sit back and watch what happens, is all I can say.
I love it. Thank you, my dear. Awesome. Awesome. Richard, what do you think? What is the value for people to join?
We're all going through change constantly. I call it the four stages of competence. And in those changes and life changes, often we get stuck because we don't know how to resource ourselves or where to even look for resources. Where do I begin? But when you come to this, you're going to see speakers who have not only life breadth of experience, but a ton of resources behind them. And this is resources for you, that you can collect when you buy the package. You look at the notes where I'm looking for something, but again, resourcing is primary in your life, and especially what you're going to hear from each of the speakers. Tremendous life skills. Who are you going to relate to? Take your pick, and then what resonates with you. Again, the key word is resource. Thank you.
Oh my God, love it, right? And what comes to my mind as you are saying, resources. When people are looking for something and they say, they pay attention to the lack, I always say that, the universe is abundant and it's never the lack of the resources, it's the lack of our awareness. So just the fact that we are here together, just the fact that you are tuning in, either you watch live or you're going to watch the recording, just remember there is a message for you, because there are no coincidences in the universe. Everything is already predetermined. So that message is for you. So you tune in and you decide for yourself. Again, we are here delivering everything what we have, but it's up to you to make that decision that, yes, I want to join. Yes, I want to learn something. Yes, I want to grow, because we can guarantee that during these kind of events, people have the breakthroughs, people just have the insights, and they have better clarity how to move forward in their life. And that's why we are doing what we are doing. And I just wanted also to tap into our free gifts, because we have ample of them, right? And it only requires you to join us, to go through each expert, listen to the interviews, and claim your free gifts. And let's just say a couple of words. What are our gifts? Dina, we'll start from you.
Oh, yes. So my gift. So I wasn't prepared. This is life. I'm releasing endorphins. That's good.
Yes.
So my free gift is an ebook that I wrote all about love, loving yourself, the energy of love, and I would like to invite you guys to listen or to read my ebook with me, because it's my first, not my last, and it's a treasure, and yeah, that's it. That's a little bit about my gift.
Yes, and I love, Dina, your energy. It's like, we all love to receive the gifts, right? This is
And
something
we
we
all
all
like,
love, right?
yes.
Awesome. Sarah, how about you? What is your free gift?
I have two, actually. One is the first thing that I have ever shared, and it was the secret something manifesting. Let me look at the title. The secret solution to real world manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
What a great title, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, in there is all the questions that I ask myself. And you can hear more about the story of what I did and all the things around manifesting my husband, who came to me in a dream 10 years before he even arrived in the physical form. He came to me in a dream, and then he showed up, and he was in alignment with all the questions I had asked myself. So those are all the questions that I give you in case you want to manifest either, love or anything else. But then I also realized that, as he and I got together, we still had a lot of friction, even though he was my soulmate and we are to be together, and he was part of my divine plan, and I am his. We still were at each other, and those were because of our core wounds. So if I didn't even know they existed, and in this healed process, I was like, well, I think I should give that to you all as well. So discover your core wound, and I created a quiz, and there'll be a link on there around that. So
There you go.
Awesome. Yay, look at all these gifts. It's like, just for the gifts you have to come. Katrine, how about you?
I think it starts with us. So if you have been through divorce and you want to love again, well, the person really that you should focus on is you. So I'm going to invite you to start a self-love affair where we go deep into who you are and how you can love that person unconditionally. And once you start loving yourself unconditionally, you really open up to other people being able to love you unconditionally too. And I think that's really what we all want, because who wants love with conditions? That is not real love. So why not start with yourself, and why not ease into it slowly? So I'm offering a 12-day transformation with journaling exercises that will take you deeply into your self-love affair.
I love it. Yes. Fall in love with yourself first. Super important, right? And then you can have somebody else to love you. Awesome. How about you, Richard?
Well, I have an ebook that I've created, and it's called The Courage to Care for Yourself, because so often in these traumatic events or these experiences, I think the tradition is, we go into protection mode, or we want to keep people safe or our children safe. And my focus is, take care of yourself. And I did it in my own journey, because I went into self-care when I actually lost my first wife. And the sense of that self-care allowed me to be more connected to my children. So I wasn't trying to protect and keep safe, because I think those are traps. And there's nobody moves in those situations. Years later, they're still stuck. But when you learn to fill your cup first, there's a natural movement, there's a natural flow, and there's a natural expansion for everybody around you. So everybody can live their life as they're meant to be, not because of. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Awesome. And I just wanted to say that once our interviews are going live, the first speakers who are going to be on Monday are Dina and Katrine. So you do not want to miss, right? Because obviously you are welcome to register any other days after we start, but you don't want to miss these two interviews. So let's just come and join and experience what this is all about. And I wanted also to have ask you another question from your personal experience as we are running this event. What was your experience, personal experience, when you were coming to one of this kind of event? Because I remember for me, when I go to this kind of event, I do receive the clarity, I do receive the breakthrough, and it feels like my energy is just propelling and I create the results that I want. Dina, how about you, like from your personal experience?
I love this question. I love this question, and it is deep for me then. This is, I think, the second one with you. And this time I'm like, I feel more confident and ready for the next. And maybe it's a bigger event. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know what it is. And I don't want to limit
Mhm.
myself in thinking what will be what I want to create, but I'm open to whatever comes and will help me in my path. So that's what I'm feeling. Yeah.
Awesome. And I just love the treasure of every expert because we do not know it all. And it's great to tune into everybody's wisdom and expertise. And for me, just, to get to know all of you again on a different level, it's such a beautiful gift because I just love you all. And Sarah, how about you? What is your personal experience?
My personal experience is about building the trust in relationships with
Mhm.
those that show up, and it gives me the courage. And like, if I have personally taken and been in this event as like a participant, not as an
Mhm.
expert, it's a sense of worthiness that I receive, of connection and commitment to myself, to others. It's like
Mhm.
reassuring, like, hey, you know what? I've taken this 14 days for myself. It's been a gift for myself. And it's part of healing your own space, your own wound inside
Mm.
you. So that's what I would say.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Catherine. How about you?
Well, actually, it was an event like this, Irina, that changed my life. That is
Mm-hmm.
how I hired my first coach, because I listened to her, and that is, of course, many, many years ago, and it wasn't all fancy with videos and all of that. There weren't any lives. It was like a recording, an audio recording that was very scratchy,
Mm.
but it was so eye-opening. It really allowed me to see everything that was possible, or what I like to call available, right? And so I
Mm-hmm.
was able to choose my first coach from that event. And of course, years later, I became a coach. And now I
Mm-hmm.
really enjoy being part of these events, because I know from my own experience how transformative they can be.
Absolutely. And I love what you shared. And I just wanted to add before we go to Richard that, we are still constantly under the coaching, because you cannot travel this path on your own. We were not meant to do this work alone. And it always requires somebody with more expertise, but more guidance to see where we are and identify our blind spots, because we are not able to see them, because we cannot see the picture when we are the ones in the frame. So it's super important understanding that this is, when we are on this beautiful path of self discovery, of our journey of transformation, of up leveling who we are, becoming the best version of ourselves. It's awesome when you have that mentor, or when you have that coach that propels you on a different level in your life. So we are all also coaches, and we are also coachable by others. So just to throw it out there. Richard, how about you?
Well, actually, just in the last little while, I've been more active with this. I was able to help Summer co-host for 3 days last week, which is really a big event for me to see all the speakers and be there. And again, I'm a big note taker. I have scratch pads. I have about 5 note takers online, so I'm constantly catching points of view that I can use in my own work, because everybody there teaches me. And as you mentioned, I was learned to resource back when I started my EFT journey back in 2014. So I have colleagues I work with weekly. We trade back and forth, because I'm in, me first in my own journey and story, and that's how I want to be at my best for myself in my own life. But how I come to clients, what have I learned this week? How do I apply it, and what knowledge can I share? And we create that experience for everybody. So again, we're never done. When are you done?
Mm-hmm.
I draw my
Absolutely.
last breath. So until then, I'm going to keep applying myself to the best, because again, this is my experience, and I'm loving every piece of it.
Yeah, and that growth is always there if we welcome it, right? And if we are open to that, because it's just like, if we want to expand, our spiritual side is here for the growth, for the expansion. And if we want to expand, we want to learn more. We want to up level our life on every level what we want, right? And for everybody, it's something else, and we are all unique, but at the same token there is so much more information available for us. And once we become open and receptive, we can receive and we can live the best life that we all want for ourselves. And the last thing I wanted just to add, again, for people not to be afraid that it's 14 days, you do not have to show up anywhere physically, because these interviews are going to come to your inbox, and it's only 2 interviews per day that you will receive. And they are coming to you starting Monday morning. Once you register, they are going to be there Monday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you have the full 24 hours to watch just for 1 hour, 2 experts. You can watch one interview in the morning for 30 minutes. You can watch the other interview at night for 30 minutes. But all you have to dedicate is 1 hour a day just for yourself. Just give yourself that present to receive that email, to open it, to watch, to claim the gifts. Don't forget to claim the gifts. This is the treasure, right? And just, like I said, be on that beautiful path of the discovery. I don't know about how you are, but for me, it's like, just bringing that childish energy. It's like, okay, let me open my inbox. What I got for today? Da 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 da. More gifts, more fun, more meeting with new people and learning something new. And if you're open for it, just sign up and join us, and we are here for you. Thank you so much. Anybody wants to add something before we close? All is good? Okay, join us, and we are waiting for you. Thank you.